Hello, so I wanted to make this video about one of my favorite YouTubers over the course of my entire content creation career. And so this creator, the Bioneer, he is one of the only people on the internet that I feel like actually creates content like PolyInnovator, mainly because he's multidisciplinary. And so at some point, Adam, I would love to interview you, but I kind of wanted to go through his channel. I was actually looking at one of his videos about fitness, like recent videos, and I know that throughout the entire time he's made content around exercise. And one of the things I actually found him through, I think when I was kind of in my biohacking phase, was nootropics. And actually, he talks a little bit about being a digital renaissance person too. He's one of the few people who talks about that. And so I wanted to kind of just go over his channel real quick. So his first thing is about body weight stuff, which is like that's already on my like radar. Like that's great. Multi-screen multitasking, like I love that. And that's, this is 11 years ago. I was actually kind of curious because like he's about to hit 900,000 subscribers, which I could have sworn when I started following him, he was at like 60,000. So the fact that he's so high is just amazing. And so I'm happy for him. And so 15 years ago is when he had his first public video. Maybe he has more that he put off, but either way, and he's starting to go through here and you can kind of see the evolution of his channel. So there's tech, there's nootropics, and there's fitness, right? And as you're going through a little bit more neuroscience, a little bit more nootropics, he starts getting into this like the Batman workout or how to be like Iron Man and some of his later stuff, how to become Batman, real life Batman training. And that's one of his unique series that he does that I think other people can learn a lot from. And this one I think I found a while back too, like upgrade your brain with neuroplasticity. I went through his entire blog actually at one point as well. And so it's interesting to think about all these different videos. Some of them are short, some of them are longer. And even though he has different types, flow is another thing I got into his content with. The Bruce Lee training. This is a great video. And so here's a Da Vinci one. So it's like one of those things where he talks kind of about being a polymath like myself, but he also talks about nootropics, which I used to do. I need to do more now. And he talks about fitness, which I need to do more of too. But honestly, my body is nowhere near his. And so I'm super impressed with his work ethic, let alone his content. And while his thumbnails weren't really that great, and even nowadays, I think they're still a little bit like hard to read, you got to also keep in mind that I have a plugin that kind of decreases the size of them by increasing more per line. So that's not really his fault. But if these were actual normal size, I'd be able to see most of this text. And it's just interesting. Digital empire, like how to make money online. He started getting into that kind of entrepreneurship stuff. And so he delves into all these different topics. Image streaming. What is this one? Humans are the most awesome they've ever been. 2 hacks for, I presume, sleep. Yeah, sleep hacks. Yeah, I didn't even see the sleep there. It's interesting because he talks about transhumanism. Like he makes such a unique content. If you didn't know about him, how to think like Sherlock Holmes. Like this is kind of content that No Limits Training, I think a lot of people could benefit from. Like pretty much anybody could benefit from most of his content, let alone people who are trying to excel at higher levels. That's why he made that content. Some of the content I make is for that same mindset. There's people out there who want to improve even farther. And I think a lot of people fail at realizing that there is an option. I think it's one of his first channel trailers. That's great. And that's 6 years ago. So that's 2018. It seems like that's not that long ago, but it really is at this point. And so it's interesting to think about like zombie apocalypse, CBT. It's just like the type of content. You can see his thumbnails are starting to get a lot more better. And I remember writing about this post, I think actually at one point. And the Bruce Lee video, he has a lot of cool Bruce Lee stuff. Things like Leonardo da Vinci. I think I wrote about that one too at one point. Shaolin training. And so some of the stuff he talks about, look at how unique these thumbnails are and very futuristic, and that's kind of his thing. And so his angle is a little bit more focused on like the body pillar and the mind-body connection. My angle is a little bit more focused on like smart cities and the future of technology. And we're both overlapping quite a lot. And it's just another reason why I just love his content. How to combine training techniques, training styles. That's another thing. I have a whole tag on my website called Polymathic Exercise, and that's exactly what it's about, combining training styles. I need to write a blog post about that too, probably. Actually, I might need to go through his channel and just make response posts. That's what I'm doing for my polymathy stuff, and I think I should do it for some of my exercise stuff too, because I would love just to add my 2 cents on half his stuff. And honestly, I would learn so much from watching a lot of these videos again. So it's just fascinating to see all this. And even just 3 years ago, he's made so much content. I don't even think he has that many shorts. Like, let's look. Like he has a handful here. I guess there's a decent amount, but he has so many videos too. It's insane. Some of his latest videos, like being strong, but ancient strong, like the old strongman kind of thing. And it's just like, man, this stuff is crazy. So that's about it. And I just wanted to kind of share my thoughts on the stuff he's doing. Thank you, Adam Sinicki, for making the content that you do. Hopefully, we can meet someday because I think we have a lot in common. Cheers.